I never expected Thanksgiving dinner to turn into a courtroom. But that night my family judged me like I had committed a crime. And all because of the one secret I prayed no one would ever expose. My bank balance. Every cent of the $12.6 million I had spent years trying to hide. My name is Ashley, and for most of my life I was the quiet one. The girl who stayed in the corner. The girl who let louder people take the spotlight. One of those louder people was my older sister Olivia. She could fill a room with her voice. She could ruin a room with it too. And on that Thanksgiving she did both. The day started normal. Smell of roasted turkey filling my mother's house. Kids running around. Plates clattering. I tried to smile as I helped set the table. But my heart pounded. Because Olivia had been acting strange all week. She kept giving me this smirk. Like she knew something I didn't want her to know. We sat down for dinner and my mother said, "Everyone say something you are thankful for." Simple, harmless. Everyone went around the table. My brother said he was thankful for his new job. My aunt said she was thankful for her health. Then it was Olivia's turn. She lifted her glass and said, "I am thankful that my baby sister is finally rich enough to help the rest of us." The room went silent. I froze. She continued. "Yes, everyone, you heard that right. Our quiet little Ashley has more than $12 million sitting in the bank." My fork dropped. I felt the whole house tilt as every eye turned toward me. My uncle said, "Is that true?" My mother whispered, "Ashley, tell me she is lying." But Olivia was just warming up. She pulled out her phone and waved it like a trophy. I saw the statement when she left her laptop open. 12.6 million. Imagine how much she could do for this family. My mother gasped. My brother muttered, "No way." I felt heat rush to my face. My voice cracked as I said, "You had no right to look at my private things." She shrugged. "You should have helped us before I had to find out." The room shifted into chaos. Voices overlapping. Questions thrown at me like stones. Why didn't you tell us? How long have you had it? Why are you living like a normal person? Why haven't you helped your own family? I felt my chest tighten. I wanted to scream. I worked for that money. Every dollar. I built a small tech company from nothing. I slept in my office for months. I lived off instant noodles. But they didn't care about the journey. Only the number. Then my mother said the words that broke me. "You owe us. We raised you. We supported you. So now you support us." I whispered. "Is that how you see me? As a bank?" My mother didn't meet my eyes. Olivia leaned back smirking. I knew she was enjoying this. She always hated when I succeeded. Even as kids she would tear my drawings. Hide my school awards. She didn't just envy me. She needed to beat me. And now she thought she had. They spent the next hour listing what I should pay. My brother's wedding. My mother's new kitchen. My uncle's business loan. Olivia even said. And my kids' school fees. Obviously. I sat in silence. Like I was trapped inside someone else's life. When I finally spoke, my hands were shaking. I said, "No." The room froze. My mother's eyes widened. "What do you mean no?" I said it again. Firm. Clear. "No. You don't get to demand my money. Especially after humiliating me." Olivia laughed. "Are you serious? You are going to keep millions to yourself while your family struggles." I stood up. My chair scraped loudly across the floor. I said, "I am leaving." My mother stood too. "If you walk out that door, don't expect us to welcome you again." I paused. My eyes burned with tears. I said, "Then I guess this is goodbye." Because I refused to be used. I walked out into the cold night. My legs shaking, but something inside me felt strangely free. For the first time in my life I chose myself. The next morning everything blew up. Calls. Texts. Voice messages screaming at me. Olivia posted online about me. She called me selfish. She told distant relatives lies. That I abandoned my family after getting rich. I stayed silent. I blocked almost everyone. Except my cousin Megan. The only person who ever treated me like a human. She said, "Ashley, your sister is planning something. Be careful." I didn't know what she meant. Not until 3 days later when a lawyer emailed me. A claim. A legal petition. My own family was trying to force me to give financial support. They argued I owed them because they supported me when I was younger. I stared at my screen. My hands shaking in disbelief. I called Olivia. She answered with fake sweetness. "Oh, you saw the papers? Good. Now you can do the right thing." I said. "You seriously want to take me to court?" She said. "If that's what it takes. We deserve that money. You wouldn't have made it without us." That was it. That was the moment the last bit of love I had for her died. I hung up. And I prepared for war. I hired the best attorney I could find. I gathered every document showing how independent I had been since university. Bills. Contracts. Emails. And hidden emotional bruises. But the real twist came when my lawyer said, "Ashley, you know they have no legal case." "None. But we can counter. We can expose what your sister did with your personal information. If you want." I hesitated. I didn't want revenge. I wanted peace. But she had crossed every line. She humiliated me. Betrayed me. Tried to take from me. So I nodded. The hearing lasted only 30 minutes. My lawyer presented evidence that Olivia illegally accessed my financial documents. The judge looked furious. He said, "This is a violation of privacy. Your family has no claim to her money." Case dismissed. Then came the part that stunned everyone. My lawyer added, "Your Honor, we request a restraining order for our client. Given the harassment and malicious exposure." The judge approved it. My own sister was legally ordered to stay away from me. Olivia's face twisted in shock. She hissed, "You ruined everything." I whispered, "No. You did." I walked out of the courthouse into bright sunlight. My heart felt raw but lighter. I had lost my family. But gained my dignity. And that was worth more than 12.6 million. A month later Megan invited me to a small dinner. Nothing big. Just close cousins. For the first time since Thanksgiving I felt welcomed. Loved. Safe. Megan hugged me and whispered, "Some families break you. Some rebuild you." I hugged her back. She was right. As the night ended I realized something. I didn't lose a family. I lost the wrong one. And found the right one. And that is the lesson. Blood doesn't make people loyal. Their actions do. The night my sister exposed my fortune was the night I discovered her price and my own worth.